In today's video, I'll be showing you guys my updated workflow for writing in-depth, beautiful SEO optimized articles that will actually rank on Google, and they also include these custom HTML elements that Google loves, your users will love, and will enhance your article to be better than other articles for that specific search term. So let's go ahead and get started. And both of the tools in which I'll be showing you guys in my workflow are two tools in which I am currently working on building. Number one is going to be the written content. So this is going to be the tool in which we're going to be using. So this is the article that I was able to generate with this tool that allowed me to be able to have something that's much more conversational and in-depth, but also if I scroll down, you'll be able to see the preview of the interactive HTML element that we were able to generate, and then you can also copy over the code easily onto your WordPress site. Now this is a feature that I haven't seen in any other tool, and it's something that I wanted to create because I think it could be very, very useful for you, because this is the type of content or the type of elements you need to create or embed into your articles to make them stand out. The second tool in which I'll be using is to generate my images. This is my image generation tool, and I use this to generate some in-depth blog post images for that specific article, and I also use it to generate blog post cover. You can generate images with text, you can generate Pinterest pins, you can generate thumbnails, whatever you like, you can generate it, and I personally think it's one of the best image generation tools in the market. I've also recently launched lifetime deals. There's only 100 licenses, so once it's done, it's done. I'm not gonna extend it because this is a very valuable tool, but you can pay once now and you would get credits per month that will refill. So essentially you pay once and you'll get credits monthly forever. It's an amazing deal. I definitely recommend grabbing it before it's done because I do plan on just keeping it strictly as a subscription-based tool. So let's go back and I'll show you guys how I was able to generate that article. So first I went over to the written tool, which is still in development, and I'll let you guys know once it's available. And you first want to enter the blog post topic in which you would like to write about. Let's say, for example, you wanted to write an article about how to reduce churn for a SaaS business. So let's say we want to then make how to reduce churn the target keyword. For the AI model, I recommend using Claude 3.7 Sonnet because I found that this works the best for this specific output in which we're going after. And I find that Claude just writes the best articles, especially when it comes to creating HTML elements. So you'll be able to bring your own key using Open Router, which is just one API key, and you'll get access to a bunch of different models, but I will suggest which models I think is best for that specific template. Now we're gonna keep the article as a how-to, keep it professional for SaaS owners. We're gonna add some first-person elements, so use some stories, some anecdotes, and then we're gonna add some interactive HTML element, like the one we saw in the preview. So once that's finished, then we simply just have to click generate content, and the AI will start generating the content. Now this is going to take a little bit of time because it's using 3.7 Sonnet, and Sonnet takes a little bit longer, so do have a little bit of patience. Okay, so this is the written content in which we get back. Let's go ahead and look through it. How to reduce churn in your SaaS business. I'll never forget the day I lost 3 major clients in a single week. Was early in my SaaS journey, and I had been so focused on acquisition that I neglected the silent killer lurking in my business, churn. In this comprehensive guide, I'll share everything I've learned, blah, blah, blah. So as you can see, again, much more realistic, much more personable. And these are the type of blog posts that people want to read, which sounds like it's coming from someone who's actually went through it. So understanding SaaS churns, what is churn, how to calculate churn, and we get some basic formulas here. And just a couple of different features that we have that differentiate this tool is that you can actually just toggle markdown. You can copy over the markdown content and you can paste that into a markdown to HTML converter, and you can see what the content will look like, and it'll look beautiful, even though it looks a little bit messed up in the preview. Don't worry about that. So implementing a customer success program, optimizing your onboarding process, improve your product based on customer feedback. So all of this is really, really good. So we get about 10, 11, 12, 13. So a lot of tips on improving churn, implementing your churn reduction strategy, right? And then we get a churn reduction calculator. So this is going to be pretty cool. And another thing that's very, very unique to this tool is that you can actually see a preview of what that HTML element will look like. Again, I'll show you that shortly. We see some case studies here, avoiding some churn, and a conclusion. And now if I scroll down past the written content, I'll be able to see the interactive HTML element preview. So we can see how many customers you have. Let's say you have 2,000 customers and everyone is worth $50. and then your churn rate is 10%, your churn is 30, customer acquisition is 15. Let's calculate the impact. So again, sometimes the tool is a little bit finicky in the preview mode, but we're gonna actually copy over the HTML code and we'll see if it works then. But at least just from this, we're able to get a awesome interactive tool that looks beautiful that we can embed easily into our WordPress site. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy over the markdown content and then we're gonna paste that. So as you can see, it looks really, really good. It's also very long as well. Like this is a long article, at least 2,000 words, right? And here's another churn reduction calculator that we see here, or this might be the same one here. And we get the conclusion. So let me go ahead and copy over this whole thing. So let's copy it over and we're just gonna paste that into our WordPress site, right? So we just pasted that in and as you can see here, it looks beautiful. We have tables, we have charts, we have some formulas here. Let me scroll down. I wanna see the actual HTML element and see if it's working. So if we scroll down, okay, so the doc type, because it's HTML, I'll show you guys how you actually need to embed that. That's fine that it's not working, but the written content looks beautiful. So now let's say we wanted to add in our actual HTML element. We're gonna head back over to the content. I'm gonna copy over the HTML code, and then we're gonna add a HTML element, so custom HTML element. We're gonna paste that in, we're gonna preview it, and this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. How to reduce churn in your SaaS business, a comprehensive guide. I'll never forget the day I lost 3 major clients. It just flows really, really well. We had a long article here. In terms of word count, 3,000 words. So it actually was able to hit that 3,000 word count, right? And not only is it just long, it's very interactive. It sounds personable. It has an in-depth and usable and relevant SaaS churn reduction impact calculator. So when you look at this article and when you read it, this stands out from any other AI written article, right? And I think that this is beautiful and this is what you need to write, the type of content you need to write in order to rank on Google. And it's not too hard to do this. As you can see, it took me a couple of minutes and it cost me pretty much nothing to generate this content. Now, the second tool in which I'll be using is to generate images because that's the only thing that's missing from this article. So I'll show you guys how to generate images using my tool image.wordrocket.ai. So we want to head over to templates. I like to use the landscape social media template. I'm gonna let the AI choose the best type of image. So this is going to be the topic in which I would like to, the title of the blog post. So how to reduce churn in your SaaS business. So create an blog post cover image for, so simple prompt, create a blog post cover image that represents how to reduce churn in a SaaS company. Now, I would probably want to change the text style. I like to change it to bold because I find that the text is just, again, bolded. But you can play around with this as you like. And as you can see, it's quick. How to reduce churn in your SaaS business. It's not bad. Let's say we wanted to make it a little bit bold. So I'm going to download this for now. We're going to generate another image. But once you have your image, we can then replace this image. So let's go ahead and upload a file. And as you can see, simple as ABC, you can now have a beautiful blog post image. And this is the second type of image which we get back, how to reduce churn in your SaaS business. Again, it's decent, it's not bad, but again, we're not trying to perfect every single blog post because we probably have to create a lot of articles. This is the second way which you can generate images that can actually go in between the article content. So again, I'm gonna head back over to my content, I'm gonna copy it over, and then I'm gonna choose, I want 3 images, I wanna use landscape, we're going to use model 1, and then we're going to generate our prompt. So it's first going to generate 3 prompts based upon this article, and it's pretty quick. So we have our 3 prompts here, and then we're going to generate the images. So again, very, very quick workflow. You're not taking too much time, but you're able to really put everything together, put all the elements that you need to put together for a beautiful blog post that is in-depth, that is personable, that sounds good, that has these HTML elements and has beautiful images. You've done everything that you needed to do to ensure that your article will actually rank on Google. As I mentioned before though, you need to have the right tools. That's why I really recommend checking out my tool, which allows you to generate images. And again, if you get a lifetime deal, it is a steal of a deal. So here's the images in which we can use. Pretty cool. Like this is a bucket, I think, of wasting your customers. That's what it's trying to represent. And another image of a boardroom office. So these are really, really good images, again, that you can embed. If you want to get some slightly more realistic images, use Model 2 because that will give you higher resolution, more realistic images, while Model 1 is best for images with text. But again, those are the tools in which I would use. I know the rating tool is not available as of yet, but once it is available, I will let you guys know and you guys can use it for yourselves. But as you can see here, we're able to generate a beautiful article very, very quickly. And it's very engaging. This is the type of article that will actually rank on Google. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this updated workflow, and I hope that you guys can use this workflow to write really in-depth SEO optimized content that you can rank on Google. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If not, I will see you in the next video. Take care.